In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to build a full course website in GoHighLevel. When I say full, I mean everything from the main website your visitors see to the actual course area where students log in to the checkout page where you get paid. And we're doing it step by step so you can follow along, even if you've never built a website before. By the time we're done, you'll have something that looks professional, works on desktop and mobile, and is easy to manage going forward. No tech degree required. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you get your ideas online and actually working for you without overcomplicating the process. All right, let's get started. First things first, if you don't have a GoHighLevel account already, just click the link down in the description to get started with a free 14-day trial. That way, you can follow along and see if it's gonna work for you. Step one, building the website in GoHighLevel. Now, before we even talk about uploading courses or setting up payments, we need a home for everything to live. That's your main website, the thing that people will see when they first visit you, starting from the right place. Now, when you log into GoHighLevel, we're gonna head over to the Sites tab, then click on Websites. This is basically your control center for building and editing pages. From here, you've got two main options for starting a site. You can use a template, or you can start with a blank canvas. If you're brand new to building websites, I'd honestly say go with a template. It's like moving into an already built house where the walls and roof are done. You just redecorate it and make it yours. GoHighLevel has templates for all kinds of businesses: coaches, agencies, dentists, gyms, restaurants, you name it. Even if none of them are exactly course website templates, you can easily swap out the content to make it fit. Now, starting from scratch is also an option, and some people prefer it if they want total creative control, but it can feel a little overwhelming when you're staring at a blank page. So unless you're super comfortable designing layouts, I'd use a template as a starting point and customize from there. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll go ahead and open up our GoHighLevel account, and we'll click on Sites over here on the left-hand side, and that'll bring us to this right here, and we'll go ahead and click on New Website. I'm gonna go ahead and choose a template just to show you how good they look and how easy it is to get started. From here, you can go ahead and choose from different categories, different types, different tags, etc. So for this example, we'll go ahead, we'll select the business, coaching, and consulting. And then there's stuff for courses in here, right? So there's life coaching, life consulting courses. Yeah, we'll just select one of these courses ones. And I like the looks of this one here, this business courses. So we'll just select that and then click continue. And now it's adding our template. Understanding sections, rows, columns, and elements. Here's the one thing that makes GoHighLevel's builder click in your brain. Everything is built in layers. Think of it like stacking boxes inside of each other. The biggest box is called a section. This is your main container, usually spanning the full width of the screen. Inside that section, you have rows, which help you divide the section into different horizontal areas. Inside the rows, you can have columns, which split the rows vertically. And finally, inside the columns, you have elements. That's your actual content: text, images, buttons, videos, forms, and so on. Once you understand this, the whole builder makes way more sense. You can grab a section and move it above another section. And if you just want to change some text, you can go all the way into the element and edit it directly, making it yours. Basic customization. All right, let's make this site look like it's actually yours and not a clone of the template. Changing text is as easy as clicking on it, highlighting it, and typing your own words. Want to swap out something like "Welcome to our agency" for "Learn guitar from scratch"? Just click and type it in. So for here, maybe we have a nutrition coaching business. So like maybe this example, we're building a nutrition course. So learn the basics of nutrition with our Nutrition 101 course. And then we could just get rid of this section or this element there. Click here and something like "Get Nutrition 101. Let's make this text bigger." And then we'd want to swap out that image as well. Now, logos work the same way. Just click on the logo image, upload your own, and adjust the width so it's not too small or taking over the whole header. Spacing is handled with padding and margin. So padding is the space inside your section or element. It's like giving your text or image some breathing room inside the box. Margin is a space outside. It pushes the whole box away from the next one. Play around with these to avoid that cramped look where everything just looks jammed together. So for example, when I click on this image here, we can come over to styles, and here we have margin and padding. So we can go ahead and click on this, and if I increase that, we can go ahead and see that change there on the top, and we can go ahead and type it all in. So if we click reset, it'll put that back, and we can go ahead and try out some different margin margins. Now, so that's just at the top there. So again, you can select any section in here that you want. So I just added 140 pixel padding. If I was to do that to the bottom, we could see that that's there as well. I added that to the padding. Now, if I add that to the margin, for example, go ahead and click that, we can see it pushed that box over 80 pixel margin right in between that orange line and that sort of light purple line. So play around with that and you can go ahead and make those changes for every element on your page. Colors are easy too. Just click on the text, button, or background and pick a new color from the color picker on the right-hand side. This is where you can match your site to your brand color so it all feels cohesive. And here's my biggest tip. Every few minutes, hit save. GoHighLevel does have autosave sometimes, but it's not worth the panic if you accidentally close your browser and you lose a bunch of changes. So we'll come up here to the top right and just click save. Now, anytime you make a change, it's gonna have that little orange dot up there saying, hey, you haven't saved yet. So for example, if I were to just delete that image entirely, now I've made a change and it has that little circle up there. Adding the essentials. So a good course website should do more than just look nice. It should help people take action. So here's a few things you might wanna add. Calendars. If you offer free consultations or coaching calls, you can drop in a calendar so people can book directly. GoHighLevel has its own calendar integration, so you don't need a separate tool like Calendly unless you want to. Videos. This could be a welcome video on your homepage or a preview of your course. You can embed from YouTube, Vimeo, or upload the video directly into GoHighLevel. Maps. If your course has an in-person component or event, adding a map could be helpful. Backgrounds. Templates often come with stock backgrounds, but swapping them for something that reflects your brand or just a clean, solid color can really freshen things up. Navigation and global sections. So the navigation bar is the menu at the top of your site, the thing that people use to move around your site. Here's the easy way. Set up your nav bar as a global section. That means if you ever change it, like adding a courses link or changing your logo, it automatically updates everywhere it appears on the site. So you don't have to go page by page to fix it. Typically, a nav bar will have your logo on the left, menu items in the middle, like home, about, courses, and contact, and a button on the right that says something like sign up or log in. Mobile optimization. Half your visitors, if not more, will be looking at your site on their phone. So before you publish, make sure you click the mobile view icon in the editor. You want to look for things like text that's too big or small, buttons that are off center, sections that feel too spaced or too cramped. You can adjust the mobile settings separately from desktop so that your site looks great on both. One cool feature here is you can make your nav bar sticky so it stays at the top while people scroll. Very handy on a phone. So to do this, let's go ahead and click right here and go to mobile mode. And now we can sort of see how things look. Now, as you can see, since I messed with that padding here, this is looking a little weird. So let's go ahead and come in here and we'll just reset this. We'll come to our margin here. We'll reset that and we'll reset that at the bottom. Now you can see that that looks so much better. Now, again, we might want to see this above that. So maybe we could move this down. So what we call, right, something above the fold, right? So we don't want that. So go through every page. And for example, there's a spelling error there and make sure that it looks good on mobile because again, that is where your traffic is going to be coming from more often than not. Step 2, creating your course and GoHighLevel. All right, so now you've messed around with your site and it looks good. It's time to actually create the course content that will live behind it. So inside GoHighLevel, courses are handled in the membership section. This is where you'll build the lessons, upload your videos, and decide how students will access everything. Products versus offers. Here's the key difference. So products are your courses themselves, the actual videos, lesson text, and downloadable files. Offers are what you sell to give someone access to those products. Creating the product. So from here, we're going to go to memberships and then products and click create product. From here, you'll see a few options like a sprint course, which is a short focused course that people can finish quickly, a marathon course, a longer, more in-depth course, or membership ongoing. This is content like a subscription, or build your own where you get total freedom to structure it however you want. Pick the one that matches your course style, give it a name and click create. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll go ahead and click save on our website here and we'll go ahead and come back. Next, we'll go to membership. Up here at the top, we'll go to courses, products. We'll click create product. We'll click start from scratch and we'll go ahead and select a sprint course. Click start building, call it sprint course. We'll call this nutrition 101. Click create product. Okay, and now you can go ahead and start creating your course. So we've got some different tools up here at the top. We've got the outline, right? So we've got welcome aboard, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, what's next, right? So these are kind of like different modules. And then up here we can go to details. This is where you give it a title, description, product thumbnail. There's different customizations like who the instructor is, an image of them, some stuff about them, your logo, a favicon, which is a little icon that shows up here in your tabs, and then advanced section for some custom code. Here we can go to customize. And this is where we go ahead and customize the theme. So right now we've got the default theme, but you can also go to templates and create your own. Next is offers. So this is where you we go ahead and create new offers for this product. We have comments here. So this is where users can go ahead and leave comments on different lessons. Moving on, branding your course area. Now, once the product is created, take a minute to brand it. This is what your students will see when they log in. So make it feel polished. Add a thumbnail image that represents your course. Put in your name, title, and a short bio. Add a headshot so students can put a face to your name. Choose your brand colors and fonts. Adding lessons. So your course is organized into categories, which are like modules, and posts, which are lessons inside those modules. And when a lesson is ready for students, you can mark it as publish. If you're still working on it, keep it as a draft so no one sees it yet. So let's go ahead and add some content here. So we can go ahead to this structure here and click on this, and we can create a new category. I'll just call this category 1 for an example here. And then inside here, this is where we can go ahead and add those lessons. Now, if I wanted to create another category, we'll come up here, add category, we'll go category 2, etc. So here, this is where you create the lesson or a subcategory. So go ahead and click on that, and you can choose to add a lesson, a subcategory, or an assessment, something like a quiz. So we'll go ahead and click on add lesson. We'll call this lesson 1, click save. And now we have lesson 1, which we can go ahead and click on and start to edit this. So we can give it a title, we can give it a category, and we can upload a video or audio. Now, when we click on upload video, we can either upload it directly. Again, it's actually a 5 GB max upload file size, or link something over. And then you can also embed a code here as well. You can also add a video thumbnail here and add files as well. Step 3, creating and selling an offer. So your course exists, but right now it's just sitting there. To actually sell it, you need to create an offer. So go to memberships, offers, and click create offer. Name it clearly, something that your audience will recognize. And then add the products that you want to include. Set your price. This could be free, could be a one-time payment, or a recurring subscription. If you haven't already, connect your Stripe so you can process payments. Once you publish the offer, you can grab its link and share it anywhere. You can also create discount codes or bundle multiple offers together for special promotions. So let's go ahead and we'll come back to this product. And inside this product here, we're going to go ahead and click on offers. So we'll click on offers here and click create new offer. For this offer, we'll call it Nutrition 101 Fat Loss for Beginners. Products, we have that Nutrition 101. Type, right now it's set to free. And we'll go ahead and click create. Sweet. And now we can go ahead and see this offer here. We can also change any of these details here. Go to the upsell link here if we want to create that. Step 4, connecting the website and the course. All right, now we're going to tie it all together. On your main website, we're going to add a sign up button that links to your offer's checkout page. Also add a login button somewhere visible, maybe in the navigation bar, so existing students can easily access their course. Keep the branding consistent between the public website and the course area. Same logo, same colors. It'll make the experience feel seamless. Using a custom domain. Now, I recommend using a separate domain for your course site, something like learn.yourdomain.com, or even a completely different URL. This prevents conflicts and keeps everything organized. In your domain provider setting, you'll add an A record pointing to GoHighLevel's IP address. Remove any parked records so it can connect properly. Once it's set up, give it a few minutes for the SSL certificate to activate. Step 5, managing students. One of the nice things about GoHighLevel is that it makes managing access pretty simple. When someone buys your course through an offer, they'll automatically get a welcome email with their login credentials. You can customize that email so it matches your brand voice. If you ever need to give someone access manually, just go to their contact record in GoHighLevel, scroll to the offer section, and add the offer that you want them to have. Final tips to make it shine. Now, take the time to tweak your template so it doesn't look cookie cutter. Keep video lessons short and to the point. 10 to 15 minutes max is a good sweet spot. Use Canva to create clean, consistent thumbnails for each module. Always check mobile view before publishing. It might feel like a lot of steps the first time, but once you've done it once, it actually is really easy and quick to repeat. So now it's your turn. Get your first version live, even if it's not perfect. Now, if you want to get started with GoHighLevel, we've got that link for you down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, and discuss domain names, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next one.